Bandits abduct 22 in Kaduna communities. Decomposed body of missing man found after a year sparks call for investigation. Obasa denies corruption allegation, insists he remains House of Assembly Speaker. On the foreign scene, 30 killed in drone attack on hospital in Sudan's Darfur. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Chiamaka Nwafo. Good evening, thanks for joining us. Now the news. Bandits have reportedly abducted 23 locals in fresh separate attacks in the Kugota community of Kusheka Kumene Chiefdom and Kintanda community of Gesheri Kumene Chiefdom in Kauru local government area of Kaduna State. A student, pastor and a resident, Emmanuel Johnson, confirmed the incident on Saturday. He said the assailants invaded the two communities in separate attacks on Friday at about 10:30 p.m., kidnapping 22 locals, mostly women and children. He explained that 12 locals were kidnapped in the Kitanda community of Gesheri Kumene Chiefdom, while 10 were also whisked away in the Gugota community of Kusheka Kumene Chiefdom. Johnson lamented that despite the escalating kidnapping by bandits and other criminal elements in their communities, only 3 policemen were manning the community and neighboring villages. The Kaduna State Police Command is yet to issue a statement on the incident. Bandits have placed 540 million naira ransom on the victims abducted from a general hospital in Kankara local government area of Katsina State. Recall that the attack on the hospital left a medical doctor and one other with gunshot injuries. The medical doctor, Murtala Sali Dandashiri, had sustained gunshot injuries when bandits attacked the hospital on Tuesday, during which some staff members were kidnapped. A source said that the attackers had demanded a ransom of 270 million naira for the release of the nurse. The bandits have also demanded another ransom of 270 million naira for the other hospital staff and some staff of a fertilizer factory kidnapped close to the hospital during the attack. To the security matters, the Nigerian police force says its operatives attached to the Imo State Command have neutralized 3 deadly terrorist kingpins associated with the Eastern Security Network (ESN). The force public relations officer Olumuyiwa Dejobi said the operation took place on Friday when operatives from the command's tactical unit, following credible intelligence, launched a coordinated operation aimed at locating and dislodging the terrorist hideouts. In a statement on Saturday, Adejobi said the police operatives located the terrorist hideout in a forest within Uhebe, Okigwe local government area of the state. According to him, upon approach, the operatives came under heavy fire from suspected ESN terrorists, an armed wing of the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB). He said the operation resulted in the neutralization of 6 members of the terrorist group, with 3 being ESN kingpins identified as Ifeanyi Anayo, also known as Zuma the Rock, Chukwemeka Ojonyefe, also known as Mimi, and Kingsley Sunday. He further stated that about 5 AK-47 rifles, 552 rounds of live ammunition, improvised explosive devices, IEDs, several communication equipment, and 8 operational motorcycles used by the group were recovered. Over in Kano State, following the recent security breaches at the teaching hospital in Kano, stricter security measures are being put in place to protect lives and properties. To this end, vehicles with tinted glasses are being turned back at the gate of the hospital, highlighting the security challenges the hospital is grappling with. However, staff or vehicle carrying patients are allowed entry, but with some restrictions. Ahmed Dati has more.
Cases of car or motorcycle theft and other valuables are common, just as vehicle owners commit immoral acts within the hospital premises. Consequently, the management announced in a circular to all heads of units ban on treated vehicles into the hospital as a proactive move to safeguard lives of staff, patients, and visitors. This student with a tinted car is stand back by the security operatives manning the hospital gate.
Yeah, I think it's okay, but they need to be like more. They need to be like more protocol with it. Like if you're working there or doing something and it's verified, like they should let you go, even if you're a student or a staff.
Sani Ahmad is the chief security officer of the hospital, and he explains the reason behind the ban.
The challenge is we have their medical school, post-basic school, a lot of schools within this hospital premises. So that's the main reason that management think of to stop people coming with tinted glass in order to safeguard the patient relatives, our staff, and our students. I want each and every person, both our staff and patient relatives, to comply with this our rules, because we are all doing this thing for them. It's for their own safety. If you don't have patient, your brother have patient. If you don't have patient, maybe your brother have even has a daughter that's schooling here.
Generally, if you have the police permit, you can have the tinted around the country. But every organization have their security reasons. Maybe because of the security challenges they are facing, they put some policy or procedure. As such banning, I think they did a better and well-done job for the internal security of the hospital.
Many believe that the ban is a bold step to check the influx of criminal elements into the hospital, where they take advantage of its vast area to commit criminal and immoral activities. Ahmad Detti, Trust TV News, Kano.
Confusion and grief. Engulfed residents of Mountain of Fire Ministry Road and parts of Usiri in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, on Wednesday night, following the discovery of the decomposed remains of a young man, Okilo Esere, in his apartment. Esere had been missing for over a year, leaving his family and neighbors distraught and searching for answers. Here's more in this report.
The tragic discovery was made by Okio's sister, who peered through the window while attempting to clean the apartment. She was horrified to find his decomposed remains in the toilet. Okilo, who hailed from Basambri in Nembe local government area and Ogbea, had been living with his elder brother in the same gated compound before he was declared missing by his family.
When I went, some other family members were there crying. So they took me to the toilet side, the toilet window, to peep. I saw skeleton. If we have known, we could have opened that apartment at that time. But our younger brother, his immediate elder brother, Ekado Esere, told all of us, took all our minds out of the compound.
Neighbors, including ex-agitator Tonye Bobo and another resident, Philip Emomotimi, expressed shock and sadness over the discovery. Speaking to Trust TV, they urged the Nigerian police to conduct a thorough investigation, noting that the circumstances surrounding Okio's death appeared suspicious.
The body had been there and there's no smell. So there's a conspiracy that took place, because if the body will be there for over a year, then means there must be a fumigating. Maybe I might, fumigate the body not to smell. So I just believe that since the matter is before the government, they will take a drastic action.
Generally, it's very difficult for somebody to find out a dead corpse after some time. Then we being a distant neighbor and even the close neighbor will not perceive any smell.
Somebody died in the house for about a year plus. There is no odor perceived anywhere. I have not seen it anywhere. Even rat died in your premises, you will perceive it.
a grown-up old person skeletally when the police came and they saw it. Me, I never see him in this world. The police should investigate and find out what is the cause of the death.
Residents described Okilo as a well-known and cheerful individual, adding that his sudden and mysterious death has left the community in disbelief. They call on people to check on their neighbors regularly to prevent similar tragedies.
If not for the relative that came, looking for resident, for accommodation, and she felt her brother was missing for over a year. So she decided to come to the compound if she can make use of the road. Getting to the house, no way to get access. Because of trying to peep through, see-through, that was when the skeleton was discovered.
In the neighborhood, when something like this, why we see the person for like 3 months, 4 months? What happened? Go ask the brother. What happened? Those kind of things, something that we need to do.
When the Trust TV crew visited the apartment on Friday morning, it was confirmed that the police had taken Okilo's elder brother into custody for further questioning.
Police are on the matter. We cannot go beyond what the police is doing now.
Effort to speak with the elder brother's wife were unsuccessful as she declined to comment. Meanwhile, the decomposed body of the deceased has been moved to the mortuary at the Federal Medical Center in Yenagoa as investigations into the incident continue. From Yenagoa, Friday, Ibmobowe Peter, reporting for Trust TV News.
Quite a very sad one there. Over in Enugu State, tragedy struck on Saturday when a patrol tanker exploded along the Ugwu-Onyema section of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, killing at least 15 people, including 3 children. The explosion, which occurred around 11:30 a.m., caused widespread panic, affecting another patrol tanker and raising 6 other vehicles. It was not clear how the incident happened, but witnesses said the explosion occurred when a fuel-laden tanker fell while navigating down the hilly, busy expressway. They described the blast as devastating, saying that the ensuing fire also gutted another truck behind it, leading to the escalation of the fire. Rescue efforts were hindered by the intensity of the fire, making it difficult for bystanders to access the scene. Victims reportedly burnt beyond recognition were believed to be occupants of the vehicles caught in the inferno. When contacted, the sector commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Franklin Agbakoba Onyekere, said he was at the crime scene and yet to fully collate data.
The family, the relation said there were 6 in this very vehicle, and out of the 6, the fire burned them beyond the recognition to ashes. Not even their bones were recognized. In this very bus, this very tanker belonging to Jugal Nigeria Limited, the driver also were burnt to ashes. So that is the latest information we got here. The family of this Lexus, the election, they said that even their brothers in that vehicle came from overseas, and they can't even have their corpse to bury. That is the tragedy of the whole situation.
A very sad one there. May the souls of the departed rest in peace. From there we go to Lagos State, where the impeached Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has faulted his removal by lawmakers. Obasa, who spoke on his removal for the first time on Saturday, said it was important for the lawmakers to follow the constitutional procedure to remove him as Speaker. The former Speaker also denied the allegations of corruption brought against him by the lawmakers during his removal, describing the alleged financial misappropriations as impossible. Responding to questions from newsmen shortly after he addressed his supporters, Obasa insisted that he remained the Speaker.
She was denied. And those who were suspended, they were around. And there was no involvement of police. And the house, the chamber was not broken into. and fake maize was not brought to the house. I'm not afraid of being it. Only here to do only once. If you are a member of the House of 20 something and you are speaker for almost 10 years,
Two more stories. Over in Plateau State, the dual challenges of climate change and the rising cost of farming inputs are posing significant threats to dry season farming in several communities across the state. Farmers in the region say these factors are severely affecting these year's farming activities, leaving them uncertain about the future of their harvest. Trust TV's Adomusu visited some farms in the state and filed this report.
Plateau State has long been known for its vibrant dry season farming, thanks to its fertile soil and favorable conditions for cultivating crops such as tomatoes, peppers, cabbage, green beans, and more. For years, irrigation farming in the state has provided abundant harvests, contributing not only food security but also to the local economy. However, this year's prospects are far from promising.
Well, the expectation is very low because the economic situation has ravaged everything. Like the fertilizer, the fuel that we are putting on the farm, all of them are costly. So we are not expecting bumper harvest because of lack of these materials. We can't get them easily. They are very costly. That's the problem. So the yielding, that is the products, will be low.
Our farm here, I used to farm this place like 5 hectares, but I cannot do it because of this climate change and the fertilizer costly, the seed costly, even the labor, you understand, and this issue of fuel.
No, there will be no too much harvest of this time around because expenses is too much for the farmers. Everything is cost now. When we went to buy fuel is cost. And if you go to the market now, you cannot buy anything. So everything is cost.
In addition to rising input cost, farmers face other significant challenges this season.
There are difficulties in terms of insecticide, like the cabbage. If you don't buy the chemicals to spray on it, the whole thing will be no result. Because once the seed the insects affect the cabbage, nobody can buy it again. So to buy the material, the insecticide, is costly also. That's another challenge.
Sometimes they will bring farmers programs. It cannot reach us because we are the farmers that used to carry our goods to market. But we go to market with our goods, but in terms of any program, they cannot reach us. Sometimes they will come and do interviews, carry our hectares, but we cannot see anything. Sometimes we will see people, they are giving them they help us with finance and the water pumps, fertilizer. They cannot use it, so they have to come back to us to sell to us. You understand? So that thing is paying us.
Even the buyers and sellers of perishable goods are feeling the pinch. Despite a drop in the prices of some produce, market activities remain sluggish, with traders struggling to sell their goods.
The market, I don't even know what to say. The market is something else, but we thank God there is no market now because it's January. Most of the people are trying to pay for school fees and other things, so people are not even considering eating vegetables and other things, so that's it.
The market now is very slow because right now is January, and normally January market is not usually on the high side. It's usually low because people are planning on school fees and other things. Yes, so we are just managing the market for now.
Farmers say these economic and environmental challenges are eroding their hopes, threatening not just their livelihoods, but also the stability of Plateau's food supply chain. Adomusa reporting for Trust TV.
Business activities have not only made the popular Jabi Lake more productive, but also contributed to the health of residents as users keep through facilities there. In this report, Trust TV's Kabir Lal chatted with businessmen at the Jabi Lake on the state of businesses and other leisure activities during weekends. Here's his report.
The popular Jabi Lake Park has been in existence for over a decade and brings people from all walks of life together through sports and business activities. Hamisu Salisu, who owns a shop at the park, explained that during the weekends, business at the lake is more attractive as a result of the serene environment. He further noted that despite the harsh economy, businesses are still lucrative and thriving.
Because I think people mostly now, they are just kind of, they focus on themselves, they don't focus on the government anymore. People expand their way of gaining income. Maybe if they are on salary role, I think for now, due to the economy, people are kind of trying to focus on areas of business, agriculture, and so on. So they tend to get daily income, some weekly. So with that, it's kind of making things easier. Because if you have like 2 income in a month or 3 income, so and you are not focusing on one salary income, so it will be easy for you to spend, to buy some certain things that you know that are very important to you.
Another business owner, Tola Indugwe, said most of his wares are foreign products, adding that the foreign wares attract foreigners who come for either sports or leisure.
Even last time, some people are coming from America, US, Canada to come and buy and patronize. Not that they don't have a quality, because we are selling a quality clothes here. So if you sell mass production, you won't sell. What we are selling here is quality clothes, new one from Turkey, from China, original China, Hong Kong, Korea. Are you getting me? That's what we are selling here. It's moving anyway by God's grace.
However, Clement Peters, who spoke to Trust TV News, said coming together is one of the spirit of sportsmanship, adding that exercise is a stress reliever and unites people irrespective of tribe or religion.
Seeing people and some of the equipment here, I don't have them at my disposal. So when I come here, I have access to different programs, different routine I can do, and seeing other people too, when they push things that I can't do, when I see them do it, I try doing it, pushing myself to that limit. So the environment is inspiring. If you come here and make you no one do something, you know what I'm saying? So Jabi Lake is always inspiring to come and exercise, you meet people, you connect, you network, so you just do it and it's interesting.
Observers said the natural scenery in the park attracts people from all walks of life and makes connection among people easier. Kabir Lawal, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Away from Nigeria, in a drone attack on one of the last functioning hospitals in El Fasher in Sudan's Darfur region killed 30 people and injured dozens, a medical source said on Saturday. The bombing of the Saudi hospital on Friday evening led to the destruction of the hospital's building where emergency cases were treated, the source says, requesting anonymity for fear of retaliation. It was not immediately clear which of Sudan's warring sides had launched the attack. Since April 2023, the Sudanese army has been at war with the paramilitary rapid support forces who have seized nearly the entire vast western region of Darfur. They have besieged El Fasher, the state capital of North Darfur, since May, but have not managed to claim the city, where army-aligned militias have repeatedly pushed them back. According to the medical source, the same building had been hit by an RSF drone a few weeks ago. On the sports scene, the Super Falcons forward who recently joined the Saudi Women's League side on a 2-year deal after leaving CSKA Moscow endured a tough start to her life at her new club, according to reports. Ordega was named in the starting lineup and played the entire match, but Al Ittihad struggled to find their rhythm. 2 early goals from Angi Ngoswankoko and Selma Kapetanovic in the first half sealed their fate, leaving the visitors with no way back. The loss marks Al Etihad's third consecutive defeat, compounding their struggles after a recent 4-2 setback against Al-SE women. With that, we come to the end of news updates at this time. For more of our news, programs, documentaries, do follow us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us at this time. Good evening.